Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Thanks very much, everybody, for joining me once again. Saj Sadek here for PakPassion. Delighted to be joined by one of our regular guests on PakPassion, former Pakistan wicketkeeper who played in Pakistan domestic cricket for many years. He's a welcome face on PakPassion, and our regular viewers will know all about him. As I say, played in domestic cricket for many years, played for Pakistan. He's coached all over the world. He's worked for the ECB in various roles. He's worked at Lancashire, worked at the PCB and Lahore Qalandars at the PSL, and he's proud to be one of the achievers of the level 4 ECB qualification. He's currently the Germany head coach, one and only Atiq-uz-Zaman. Atiq, I hope you're well.
I'm well, thank you. आप सुनाएं?
Allah ka shukr, Atiq bhai. It's doom and gloom again, Atiq bhai. I mean, who would have thought that Pakistan would be losing 2-1 to a West Indies team that has been struggling in one-day international cricket and is ranked 9th in the world? What did you make of the series?
No surprise at all. Pakistan are famous of losing those kind of games, and when they've got a grip, when they, in T20, they nearly lost in T20 series as well, unfortunately. Players done a little bit well in T20 series, but ODI is completely different. And the combination, the winning combination, the solid opening pairs, solid middle orders, good all-rounders, and good spinners. And if you see Afghanistan national team, they are very good at ODIs. You know why? Because they've got 3 top-class spin bowlers. Yeah, you've got Nabi there to support them. You've got obviously Rashid Khan there, and you've got Mujib there. So these 30 overs are absolutely secure. Pakistan got those kind of spin bowlers in the shape of Babar Azam and Sufyan Mukim, and maybe Atiq-uz-Zaman can do a Nabi kind of role. But Pakistan combination changes in every game. It's like a circus. You just given a chance to everybody, and you just keep changing the people for the sake of changing. Why Shaheen Afridi can't play 3 games in a row? Is he not fit enough to play 3 ODIs in 5 days? If he can't, why is in Pakistan team? Why you had to drop the key bowler on the decider on the last game? Pakistan combination is a joke. I don't know what coaching staff doing. The problem with Pakistan cricket board and Pakistan team is, Ajit, when they started to make a little bit combination, they change the coach, and after the coach, the new coach comes in, and he start making experiment. It takes time for him to realize which team is it, and then he gets sacked. So this team is never going to get settled if something happening like this on regular basis. So I'm very disappointed with the performance of Pakistan team. If you see a part of couple of, I don't understand why Sufyan Mukim wasn't part of ODI. He played the first one, Pakistan won that one, and then he did not play 2 games. I don't understand why not. West Indies team are slugging on Babar and Sufyan, and you can clearly see that. But those 2 main bowlers weren't playing together in last 2 games, so this was disaster.
I think there's a lot of criticism about the starting 11 each time. I mean, in T20I cricket, you know that your 5th bowler, you can get a couple of overs from one of this guy, an over or 2 from fill-in bowlers. But to me, the best teams in the 50-over format have 5 bowlers. That whole combination, it seemed like they were just experimenting all the time, didn't it?
Look, you can keep Sufyan Mukim, Abrar, Atiq-uz-Zaman, and Saim Ayub that as your 3 bowlers in shape of 4. Yeah. Then you should have 2 fast bowlers in there in shape of Shaheen Afridi, Hesson Ali, or Shaheen Afridi or Naseem Shah. I don't think you need to have any middle all-rounder, Hussain Talat or Fahim Ashraf in that group while you've got the spin attack is there. And to be fair, there was a spin in the track. Although the fast bowler took wicket against Pakistan, there was a spin track in there. You do not play according to what other teams' strength are. Yeah, in some sense you do, but you actually play more. You focus on mostly on your strength. Your strength is spin attack. Your fast bowling has not been doing for ages. Our fast bowling is not exactly the same it used to be. Spinners is dominating. So you got to understand that these are my match-winning bowlers, and I need to play them. They did not. And I'm very disappointed with some of the players like Abdul Shafiq and how many chances they're going to get when they're going to score 100. In that time, if Jaswal played 3 games against West Indies, he would have scored 100 by now. But our Pakistani players, they don't do it. I don't know why. Have they got no capability? Probably not, because top class players should score 100 in every 5 innings, or at least score 2 or 3 50s in every 5 innings. But we haven't got anybody who's doing that.
Well, we've focused on the bowling, but you quite rightly point out and put the blame partly on the battlers, Atiq Bhai. And I mean, looking at the averages and the strike rates of Saim Ayub, Abdullah Shafiq, of Salman Agha, Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan, it was just a complete disaster. You know, the averages were poor, the strike rates were poor. And, you know, when your top 5 batters aren't performing, then what can the bowlers do?
Exactly. Look, you've got, to be fair, Simon, you've got an average of 59 in ODIs. Babar's got 54, Agha Salman 39. And they are good averages, to be honest with you. They've not
I mean,
performed
in this
Fakhar Zaman
series,
there.
Atiq,
Yeah,
I mean,
in the series, yeah.
In this series, yeah.
And Fakhar Zaman has got 45 average in the ODI. He's a very strong player in ODI cricket, and he's a good boundary rider as well. And he can change the game. When something happening with, in batting, nobody scoring, Fakhar can go there and change the game. What's the point keeping him in 31-year-old, or is he 33 or 31? He's in the squad, but he's not playing. What is the point? What you're going to do with him? Would you rather have a young player who can go and groom? You can groom them in a tour, like 25, 26-year-old young player, or a 19 player who can go there and do a job, rather than Fakhar Zaman sitting in the squad and not playing cricket. I think Pakistan has got a very bad combination where they don't understand they are basically playing like a football team. Like I would say Chelsea, right? They've got 24 in the squad and all world-class players, all good players, and they have to rotate them. Otherwise, they will be unhappy. That's how I feel Pakistan's squad is like at the minute, because you're just rotating the squad, giving them a chance. How can you rotate the squad? You only rotate the squad when you're playing test series. Okay, when you want to give, or you're playing 5 test matches, 3 ODIs, 3 T20 international, where you have to actually manage your fast bowling. Not your batting, not your spin bowling. You don't rotate them. You just play them every game. So Fian Mukim going to improve every game by game and game, and he's proven it in T20 cricket. His average in ODI or list is 20 plus. Yeah. And Mohammad Nawaz is playing as a spin bowler whose average is 35, 36. What Mohammad Nawaz contribute in Pakistan national team? What did he actually do? What does Haris do? I don't understand why what we do, and we're not developing players. We're not enhancing the performance of our current stars. They are failing to perform. I don't know what kind of confidence level they are in, what kind of mindset they are in. Babar Azam's performance is still not same. Rizwan's gone down the hill. All Pakistan cricket batting lineups become like you playing against Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe used to be like that. And I'm afraid, Sajid, I can't see any improvement. I can't see new coach come in, and I cannot see his philosophy there. Rather than coming on an interview and saying, yeah, we've got so many positive things. What positive things they have? Losing against the 10th or 9th rank, where are the positives? I've seen all 3 matches, but I've not seen Pakistan dominating. Rizwan said, oh, we were dominating until 40. And the momentum gone. Stop crying about momentum, mate. You give the momentum away. You learn the word momentum, and then you don't know what momentum means. You can bring the momentum back, but you got to have players. You got to have a captain who can help them doing this. You got to have a good coach who can help them do it. But it doesn't look like Pakistan got any of them.
Well, that was going to be my next point, because naturally, even though Mike Hesson is new in the job, the magnifying glass is going to be on him, and people are going to be looking at his performance already as head coach, and Mohammad Rizwan as well. You know, people are going to be looking at his performance as captain, Atiq Bhai.
Exactly. Look, you can't win with the words now. You have to perform in there. You got to select your staff wisely. You got to select your players wisely. But I feel like it's a joke. It's not a Pakistan professional side. It looks like a club team who just keep changing the players, trying to keep everybody happy. You know, you're playing for Pakistan. If you're not capable of getting into a squad of 11, you should sit there and be relaxed, and you should contribute outside. You should do other duties. You should keep practicing yourself and wait for your chances. You cannot put pressure on there. The problem is the captains now. We've got a friendship, and there is a difference between friendship and interpersonal relationship of the captain with the players. I think in friendship he cannot balance things. He's trying to keep everybody happy and giving chances to every player. So every players are happy they're playing cricket. It is wrong. You got to have your, World Cup's gonna happen soon. You're gonna, I don't know what next series is, Saj, I can't remember, but we cannot continue like that because we're not consistent. We are a good T20 side, but we're not a good ODI side. We're not a good test side at the minute because ODI, your batting has to dominate in them. How can the team get out on 92 with the same pitch where West Indies has got 296? It's nothing to do with it's something to do with the good bowling, but it's also something to do with the poor batting as well. So you got to take a responsibility to say, yeah, we batted really, really poor. Maybe we haven't got those players who we should have in our team, and we need to move on with this. Either give Abdullah Shafiq a last ultimatum, say, man, you don't score, you go. We've got other players waiting. What under 19 player who played really, really well in the World Cup, left-hander? I can't remember his name, but he scored 100 against India, I think, or something like that in Asia Cup. He looks like a quality player. Give him a chance. Why are you keeping 34-year-old in the squad if he's not going to play? Fakhr deserves a chances or he deserves a rest. Simple.
I think by just focusing on Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan a second. Now, their argument is that they play slowly because the other batsmen struggle. So they don't want to get out soon and put pressure on the other batters. Critics say, well, no, your strike rate should be higher. Those batters are in the team. They should be able to contribute anyway. So you should be able to take risks. Where do you stand with this argument?
Well, if I try to become dumb, I try to pretend dumb, I will support them. Yeah, okay. But if you see England national team, doesn't matter, they're playing Test cricket, ODI or T20, they play exactly the same way. If somebody gets out, other person come in, they start doing exactly the same thing what the coach's philosophy aligned with. Pakistan has got a different mentality. Oh, because these got out, we got to play a little bit sensibly, so make sure we don't get out. Hey, okay, but what is given the national team? How is that supporting national team? You got out 92. Two people get out. What did you do? You go and you got out as well because you had a defensive mindset. If you play with aggressive mindset, you will lose games. England does a really good thing. I really respect the way they play, not because I'm living here and working for them, but because they said that we're going to lose games in this kind of mentality. In this type of style of play, we're going to lose games, but we're going to win more games as well. And everybody has got a positive mindset in them and said, okay, I can go and play. I've got no pressure. Somebody's going to take asking me the question, why did you play that shot? Duckett got out playing pedal sweep, reverse pedal on fast bowling on 90s. But he scored 90 runs in there exactly the same way. What's his name? The batsman who scored just 100 from Yorkshire, not Joe Root. Brook, yeah. He got out coming down the pitch and tried to smash the ball and lost the grip. England could have won that test match if he wouldn't have played that shot. But Brendan McCallum's not going to go and give accountability to them and say, look, you play the bad shot, that's cost of the game. He said, no, this is how you were playing there and you changed the game while playing these kind of shots. But at one shot, okay, you could not execute it. Obviously, there is a consequence for that, and the consequences was out. Pakistan player does not try, and there is no positive intention where you think they are playing for the team. Everybody goes there playing for themselves. Everybody under pressure with the media from Pakistan. Media is really bad because they make the start in 1 minute and then they put you down in the floor in next minute and they keep putting you down on the floor. Look what we've done to Babar Azam. Babar Azam doesn't look like the same player at all. When he goes in there, he plays so shaky. When Babar used to go there, he used to show the quality of his shots. Now you can't see it because he's under so much pressure and everybody talk about him. As soon as he gets out, there you go, criticism on the social media about him.
Well, I think by pressure, people will say, okay, these guys are saying it's down to pressure, it's down to expectations, it's down to the media. But surely those expectations, the fans, the media, it's the same for all teams. And these guys, the current group of players, seem to be, to me, using this as an excuse to not perform?
I understand where you're coming from, Sajid, but you got to understand that we put so much pressure on our players. We are the only nation who put our players down on the floor after making them stars. Yeah, I understand that there is a pressure in that game. I also understand that players shouldn't be arrogant when they're talking to media and talking about pressure. No, we haven't got no pressure. I don't care about any pressure or anything. There is always a pressure. You betting on 100, you go out next day, your legs are still shakes because you're still not confident. No, you're on 100, not out. You can't start it where you finish from. You still have to start building the inning again because bowler have a different day, fielders have a different day, wicket is completely different. You got to do so many things in a game of cricket. You got to be able to relax, be humble, and perform. And these pressure are big pressure. They're not easy. And if you can't take those pressure and you keep blaming on media about this, that's when you're mentally not as strong. But in the same time, our media is a little bit advanced than any other media. I have not seen any players or Virat Kohli gone down in a bad form. Indian media was like them off. Yeah, some of the social media content is horrible, but you know, what can we do? This is what we are, this kind of nation we are. If we don't lose, we take all the frustration out on the players, and this affects some players sometimes. But maybe the players not mentally strong enough to take those kind of criticism. So they have to start learning or understanding how to deal with these kind of pressure. Maybe switch off, maybe stay humble, maybe do something different stuff. Well, I'm really sorry to say that Pakistan cricket is going down the hill for last few years and it's still going down. It doesn't matter which coach you bring, it's the same thing all the time. So I don't know who could be responsible for that. But as far as I concern, players win you the game, players lose you the game. So players should take a responsibility and try to work for the team.
Well, this is going to be my point on this, Atiq Bhai, and you mentioned it yourself that we keep losing. We keep bringing the best coaches in. The coaches disappear. The players have to take responsibility for this. They've got to hold their hands up and say, yeah, we need to perform. But are the players not good enough? Are they underperforming? What's going on?
I think it's a mixture of everything. I think it's a mixture of culture as well. The way we nurtured our player who become stars, and then they've gone down, and then they could not perform. And I don't know whether they're trying. I don't even know what they think. I don't even know what the pre-match preparation is. One day before, what they do, what kind of diet they take, what kind. I always shout loudly about the sports psychologist. How important the sports psychologist is for any sports team. All the sports team, baseball, cricket, golf, they all have a sports psychologist. And football, when players under pressure and their performance go down and their performance go down again, there can be a time where you understand that you're going to go there, you're going to get out, you're not going to perform. Only a sports psychologist help you to deal with these kind of pressure. If you can't deal it by yourself, he helps you to understand, he helps you to create a system where you can deal with the pressure and relax yourself and go and perform again. In Pakistan, I think people get dropped with Pakistan national team. They perform in T20 or franchise league. They get selected for test side. So there is no criteria, Sajid, of selecting the team. There is no objective analysis of each players, whether it's fielding, bowling, or batting. We all talk about so subjectively. Oh, we were good, we were bad. That's it. Players don't know 6 months ago where they stand in their technique or their mindset or their tactical analysis. There is nothing there. How can I go around and justify for Atiq-uz-Zaman why he's not playing in Pakistan team? Do I have, as a batting coach, do I have a stats of Atiq-uz-Zaman which does not back him up to be in a first 11? Do I have it? In these days, you become a batting coach because you do a little bit analysis of the stance, beam, and putting the device behind your bat or something like that. You show in the world you've got so many tools and stuff like that. Mate, these are all things. 10, 20-year-old baseball broke that stuff, but baseball coaches know, and their leaders know how to use them to enhance players' performances. They don't use them to show the world they're doing something. They use them to enhance players' performances. how can you enhance player performances? The coach work with the batsman, and he goes and score a couple of sixes in game, and he starts giving credit to the coach. Oh, thanks to my coach, he helped me out, and that's why I hit those sixes. I heard Haider Ali and Aga Salman saying those things. Mate, you used to hit sixes before, not because of that coach.
Yeah, I think you mentioned Haider Ali, and that was going to be my next topic. I don't know the ins and outs of what's happened. It's out there in the media, the allegations. Obviously, the Great Manchester Police released a statement regarding this situation on a generic basis, on a generic level. Why is it that Pakistani players keep getting involved in controversies again and again and again? You know, we know what happened with Mohammad Salman, but Mohammad Asif. We've seen so many other instances, and now Haider Ali is the latest one. What's going wrong?
It's a lack of education, Sajid. Players has got to take responsibility for their own actions. I'm not blaming Haider Ali for doing something. Well, I don't know he's done it or he's not, but you know that as a Muslim you've got limitations, right? Now in these days, social media, cameras, everything get recorded. You go in a public place. Look what happened with Imad Wasim a couple of days ago. You went into a public place with somebody. There have been pictures circulated, and everybody whole world know about it. So when you talking to a girl, or look, Haider Ali allows to do his own private life, but why can't you keep those private life outside of Pakistan cricket tours? If I don't know, lot of a story came in there, Sajid, and he had a relationship with that girl for last year or something like that. I can't understand the team playing in Kent and Sussex. I supposed to go and do scouting in 1 or 2 games, but it was too far, Sajid, to drive from Manchester to Sussex and Kent. I did not go. I watched them online and do my scouting report online instead. So how come Haider Ali come around to Manchester? I don't even know he came to Manchester, or whether the girl went there and she complained or she made a false complaint. There is a possibility that she made a false complaint because she probably sulked or something with his actions or something. She demanded, he did not give. Anything could happen. But what happened in this country is, if the women report against you, you get arrested. It's a pretty simple thing.
It keeps happening, Atiq.
Yeah. So you have to think about it before you do anything
cricketers, again and again and again, the controversies. And, you're saying it's a lack of education. This guy's on tour with Pakistan Shaheen's team. What is he doing with these extracurricular activities while he's on tour?
Exactly. And plus, Kent to
Manchester, yeah.
It's about 350 miles. Why do you need to be there? You could have taken extra 2 days with the tour management committee and said, look, I'm going to travel after 2 days. I'm going to stay in England for a couple of days and I'm going to go. Do your private life separately, man. I'm not against it, but you got to consider that if everybody find out, your family find out, your friends find out, your world find out, what kind of reputation are you going to have? Haider Ali going to come out of it and going to keep his head up. What if he proven guilty? His life's gone then. You're taking a risk over a girl. You're taking a risk to lose your career. And you've seen how many people have lost career in England.
Exactly.
And it's always happened here.
Even if he's found not guilty, Atiq, by this mark against him will last forever, won't it? And the other thing is, how much do the team management need to be held responsible for this? Why aren't they monitoring their movements?
There is no manager came in that tour, Sajid. There is no manager came in that tour. So hats off to PCB. Sending your Shaheen team without manager and telling the coach, sending your favorite coaches, you can do a manager job. You can't do a manager job as a coach. Manager job is manager job. Look at Pakistan team manager. What's he doing? He's handing over the caps. Coaches was trying to get a good book off the manager because that manager is a powerful person, and letting manager handing over the cap to the test player or debutant player. What kind of cricket manager played? What sort of cricket manager played? Or what right he's got? What qualification he's got to hand over the cap to international players? I have given a cap to German national player once, and I mostly gave them from the players who played 50 ODIs for us, or 50 T20 international, or 20, 30 plus T20 international, or senior players. I make them give in that cap. And here coaches given Gillespie has done exactly the same thing. Chima will give a cap. Hassan done the same thing. Chima will give a cap. Who the hell is Chima? What's his qualification?
It's a looks
People
like
trying to just play politics in Pakistan, and you know Pakistan's a yeah. It's look like keeping everybody happy.
Well, it
got to have
looks
a
like,
manager
to
in
me,
Pakistan, Shaheen Squad.
it looked like a photo opportunity for the team manager to show. Okay, look,
And then I'm so disappointed. I've seen the supporter staff on Pakistan, Shaheen. Hats off to PCB. Hats off to the head of coaches or whoever it is. I can see his mentality in Pakistan national team. I can see his mentality with the third-class coaches coming in there, and he's doing his stuff behind the back.
I think finally, just something on the World Championship of Legends tournament that was recently held in England. Obviously, it's the second year of the tournament, and a lot of former players and some current players from Pakistan were involved in it. What did you make of the fact that this tournament was held and then India suddenly decided not to play against Pakistan in the semi-final and in the group stage? It sort of devalued the tournament, didn't it?
I think that was a very good tournament, to be honest. In my opinion, all the players who just retired from Pakistan cricket, obviously, it's not easy to retire, Sajid. I still suffer, not playing cricket. I wanted to play some sort of cricket in my career because I wanted to continue doing that as long as my knee given me permission to do that. I personally think it's just a publicity stunt. And I will name it. I will name Irfan Pathan and Harbhajan Singh, Shekhar Dhawan. They are being very active on social media against Pakistan for the last few years now. It's not about just what happened last time. It's before that as well. As soon as the World Cup comes, and then they just, wanted to. Obviously, a couple of players, they have to do that to live there peacefully. Yeah, and some of the players, they just wanted to create followers. They wanted people of India to just give them a high five or give them, thumbs up. Yeah, what a patriotic person you are. You've done the right thing and all kind of stuff. Mate, that Pakistan cricket playing against you on that day at West End or Leeds or whatever. Why did you even come? If you hate Pakistan, why did you come and wanted to play in first place? And all of a sudden, last minute, you said, "Oh, you're not doing it because Shahid Afridi is there." Even Shahid Afridi said that if they told me, I wouldn't have gone to the ground and let the cricket play, win the game, win the hearts for the people. People was there. Public wanted to see all the old players. All the Indian was taking pictures with Shahid Afridi. All Pakistani fans was taking picture with Indian fans. It's all of a sudden, everybody's forgetting about what happened in the war and stuff like that previously. And all of a sudden, 3 or 4 players just got up and refreshing all the memories and try to create a hate between two countries. And they got success with that. What did they achieve? I personally think they should be banned with that tournament, refusing to play against anything. Will India not play now Asia Cup against Pakistan?
They're going to play, aren't they? That's what they've said.
They have to. They have to. Okay, bilateral series, whatever happened is completely different and all that. I understand that. But, ICC tournament, if you don't play, you've got to have a big consequence. Pakistan went to play in India. Just remember that we went to play in India and, every player was threatened. But they all went there because they know that most of the Indian public, most of the Indian players, they don't hate. Some of them who create that kind of thing, some of bad eggs, Afridi said, Gande Ande, he's right. Some of them are. And even I met a lot of Indians. My team, Germany has got a lot of Indian players in my team. I give them opportunities if they're good enough. I could have been like that. Okay, they do it to my country, I do it to them. No, it's a sport. Keep them away from the hate. Sports always bring the love together. They bring the nations and countries together, and just keep it that way. You are the one. Look, war is not a good thing. It's a consequences of the government policies and government politics. We, as a sports person, we should try our best. We should promote peace in everywhere. No matter who's right, who's wrong, but we should promote peace. We should not come there and say, I don't want to play against this because they're the enemy of me. No, it's the wrong approach, and I will never support them. So I think it's just a publicity stunt by these Gande Andes, and then they should just do their commentary job or social media job rather than trying to play cricket.
Iqbal, many thanks for your time. Always a pleasure hearing your views, and we'll catch up shortly, where hopefully we'll have something to smile about in Pakistan cricket.